Y'all see what he's bringing out right now? It's heavy because like he said, we just out here to have the conversation and make it plain to our people because like he was talking to you while we were coming up, right? And like I was talking to y'all about, nobody's making it plain to us. No one's just really teaching us that, guess what? Like you said, you God's chosen people and you can't break God's laws. Like we were bringing out to the sis as we were walking up, today's the Sabbath day, right? And guess what? Like we said to sis, we weren't taught that we weren't supposed to buy, sell, cook on Saturday. Guess what? We thought the day of rest was what day? What day do we think the day of rest is? Sunday. We all been taught that as a people. Why, right? Why? That's the question we got to start asking ourselves like, damn, why were we taught that that's what it is, right? Go ahead. Yep, instead of Saturday. Because if you take your phone out, right, and I'm going to get the scripture, but if you take your phone out, right, what's the first day of the week on your phone? Sunday. There we go. Izzy already know. Israel in the spirit. He already know what time it is. Sunday's the first day. So we can count Sunday, one.
I thought Sunday was the seventh day.
No.
Saturday is the seventh day.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Watch. Get your phone out real quick and check it out.
We all got phones.
Yep. We all got those.
Yeah,
but then but now when we go back together, we learn. Guess what? Go ahead and read that so we can read it.
Exodus 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day. The Bible says remember the Sabbath day. And let me ask you a question. Why do you have to remember something? If you had to tell her, hey, remember your jacket before you come out the house, why would you tell her to remember it? Because she gonna forget it. She gonna forget that jacket and she coming out here cold, right? That's why the Lord told us what, read?
Remember the Sabbath day.
He knew we were gonna forget the Sabbath day. He knew that this was gonna happen to us as a people, right? He knew that this was gonna happen to us. God said, remember the Sabbath day. You gotta remember stuff you gonna forget for sure. You give your kids reminders. Hey, remember to clean up that room? You know they gonna forget it. You see what I'm saying? Hey, y'all remember, get your backpack and your books and stuff before you go to school. Why? Because you know they gonna forget it. So you gotta tell them, remember. The Lord told us, his chosen people, remember the Sabbath day. Right, read.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy means separate.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So like he just said, 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. So question, how did we forget the Sabbath day as a people? Right? That's what we grew up on, right? What y'all think? How did we forget the Sabbath day that day? You know what I mean? We knew.
I don't know, because I didn't know we ever knew it. My grandma born in 1927. You feel me? She died at 97 years old. That's how we was just taught to Sunday we rest. So if it was never taught to us, how can we? You feel me?
Right. Important, right? So this is crucial right here. So who taught your grandma?
Her mama.
And who taught her mama?
Her mama.
Shit. Yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
I guess so.
This is where we got to get to, right? Who taught us every single religion?
Bring it out.
Who taught us?
The white people.
Off top. Look, the Baptist church, right? Which a lot of us be like, what? We Baptists. That's John Smith. So if you were on the John Smith plantation, guess what you were? You was a Baptist. You didn't have no choice. You were taught that. Period, right? Guess who taught us what? Mormon. Joseph Smith. Adventist. Ellen G. White. They just take little pieces of the Bible and make the religions that they want, right? If you was a what? A Jehovah's Witness, same thing. Pentecostal, same thing. All the religions were taught to us at what point in time? On them plantations. That's where Granny learned it at. And she learned it from her granny, and she learned it from her granny, because this is our heritage. This is facts, right? And guess what? This happened because we broke God's laws, and he put us in this condition. Let me get that in Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it out.
Let's start at 1. So you guys can get the concept of like, damn, like we were talking about when you first came. Hey, why are we on the bottom? Right? Why are we on the bottom? Why are we in the hoods? We in the ghettos, we in the slums. That's us. It don't matter where you go in the U.S. It don't matter where you go in America. That's us. And look, thank you. We can all agree to that, right? But this is why. The Bible gave us the answers. The Bible, God told us, his chosen people. This is why we went into it. Go ahead and read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
It's going to happen.
If thou shalt hearken.
If thou shalt hearken. If you take the root word of hearken is hear. This is talking about your ears. Hearken, if you will hear, read.
Diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The voice of God is this Bible and these words and these commandments, okay? We got to listen to what this actually says. Read.
to observe and to do.
To do what?
And to do.
We got to do what the words say. We can't just hear it like we grown up doing, right? I hear that I ain't supposed to whoremonger. I hear I'm not supposed to smoke. I hear I'm supposed to get married, right? I hear I'm not supposed to be eating pork in the Bible, but guess what we do? We do it anyway. That's the opposite of what God's telling us to do, right? Read what you got.
And to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
The Lord's going to set us where?
On high.
The Lord's going to put us on top, right? If we do the commandments that he said. Read.
Above all nations of the earth.
Nah, equal to.
Above all nations of the earth.
Nah, God loves everybody.
Above all nations of the earth.
We are supposed to be above everyone. And what puts us above everyone? Doing God's commandments. Now jump to 15. Because again, he said if we do hear and do, he gonna set us on top. God told you, hey, y'all clean your room, you get a 4.0, guess what? You get whatever kicks you want.
But whoever's at the bottom is gonna be at top, right?
So that's basically what it's saying right now, right? The word's actually saying that we were already meant to be on top.
Right.
God said, guess what? I love you, Israelites. I love you, Israelites. I love y'all. These 12 tribes right here, these nations, these are the names we were given that you know the people as of today, right? But the biblical names that God gave us are right here on the right. He said, you 12 tribes, y'all on top. I made y'all better than everybody. Y'all gonna be above all nations. If y'all listen and do, right? But this is what happened. Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But I know my people. I know my people hard-headed. I know they probably ain't gonna listen. Read what you got.
If thou wilt not hearken.
If we don't listen, then what's gonna happen?
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
These curses.
What's a curse? Everybody on the spot. We all on the spot. What's a curse? This ain't no spot. Hey, it can't be on the spot. There's no pressure here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no pressure. What's a curse?
I feel like it's just something, like in my own words, something that you just can't shake. Like
Can't shake. Yep, I like that. Something you can't shake.
A bad blessing.
A what?
A bad blessing.
A bad blessing. Yes. Israel in the spirit, man. I tell you, hey, you gonna have a purple on, man. I'm trying to tell them. Hey, sis, what's a curse to you? Something bad. Something you can't shake. Y'all all right. Something you can't shake. Something that, guess what? No matter what you try to do, you ain't getting away from it. This on you. It ain't of you. Generation after generation after generation, guess what? These 12 tribes are all going to be in this same curse. None of us can shake it. Your people was in poverty. Yours was. Mine was. Granny before that, they was in poverty. Before that, they was what? They was in slavery too. We just all generations of that same curse. Now, I'm going to read what you got, some of the curses, right? Remember, he said, if y'all don't listen, this what's going to happen, verse 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shall we be where?
In the city.
What do you look around and see in Stockton? What do you see in the city of Stockton? Poverty. Poverty. Right? 85% of the kids in the school district in Stockton live below the poverty level. Meaning what? Their families make below $35,000 a year. Guess what? That's why them kids don't want to go to school. I got so much trauma at home. I'm not trying to come here and learn nothing from you. And when I do come here, I'm coming here with trauma and problems. And guess what? Is that just in Stockton? That's everywhere. Why? Because we broke God's law. That's why. That's why we cursed in the city. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Hey, quick question before y'all go, okay? Cursed in the field. What's that mean? This goes back to your granny right here. Cursed shalt thou be in the field.
The slave plantation.
Because where did we come over here once we got off these slave ships right here? Where did they have us? On plantations, right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was in every plantation. Oh, yep. Right in them cotton fields, right? Sugar cane, cotton, right? We was picking everything. Now look, let's do this though. Fast forward to today, 2024. What nation of people do you still see in the field right now?
Mexicans.
Come on. That's how you know what? all the same people. Generational curse, right? It's a thing that you can't shake.
Right.
Guess what? Just because we ain't in it, God knows we the same people, y'all still not shaking it. Y'all was in the fields then, y'all gonna be in the fields today. Same people, same condition, same curse, not shaking it. So before you go, I just want to give you an answer though. So now, how do we get out of that?
Right.
How do
Like
we...
I told, what's his name? Oh no, you asked me.
Yeah.
I said, I feel like just breaking generational curses. You feel me? Because it's just not all black people is just living like that. Like you got some people that recognize generational curses. Like you feel me? Like I'm not trying to be like my mama, or I'm not trying to be like this. So let me go out here and do this. And they go out there and do that, and they ain't got no problems. They got a successful family. They got a husband. They got kids. You feel me? They living cool. They start their own. You gotta just break away from that. Right. That's all I feel like. But you feel me? As a whole, I don't know. Shit. You're not wrong. You're not wrong right now. You do have to do that. But there's just one little key piece that I gotta slide in there to your answer so that you really get like, damn, this is why, right? Because what you do, yeah, even as a community, you're right. When black people is all fucked up towards each other, you feel me?
Yeah, we
How
are.
can you do that?
We are, because guess what? We were taught to be that.
Exactly, we're in competition with each other, exactly, for no fucking reason. But then the white motherfuckers, like, we make it hard for black people to, like, you in the hood, what you do? But as soon as a white motherfucker come, oh, hey, what's up? Like, what did you do? You're trying to make them feel comfortable. But then you don't even make your own people feel comfortable. That's fucked up.
Before you came here right now today, what color did you think Jesus was?
Black?
You knew?
Yeah.
Off top, you knew. What about
I
you?
always had a black Jesus.
Y'all thought he knew he was black? Y'all didn't believe in any one of these
But
ones?
you know what? Did you see the thing where they opened up the things in Russia?
Huh?
Putin, whatever his name is, he opened up the things and showed the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our Jesus is black.
Let me ask you this, right? So we all agree Jesus is black. And what God look like?
Ain't black?
Nope. God black. The creator of heaven and earth is black. Who's the son of God? If the son of God is black, what you think his daddy look like?
Bring it out.
Black. Black.
He had to
I'm strong Christ.
what's his skin color?
Strong God
Like
and
a
Christ.
penny?
I'm gonna pull up this little thing.
Got you.
Yeah, copper. His wasn't his.
Brass.
Yes, brass.
So
Okay.
you're right, because it's
Yeah.
a derivative of brown, just like copper is.
I don't want to make one point because you said Putin showed.
He did. He opened up the thing.
So Putin, who was he? What's his nationality?
And he Russian?
Right. He a what? He a white man.
Okay.
So a lot of us, and I'm not saying this is how y'all think about us. Anything that comes from black
Us?
people
What do you mean?
is discredited.
What do you mean
I say us like this, right? Usually when we come out here and teach, right? Everything when it comes to us is discredited. So when people say Christ is black, when we say it, it's like, oh nigga, that's a myth. I heard that a long time ago when I was like 9, 10. I thought it was a myth. But until I heard it out of the Bible, and this is my point, a lot of us really don't believe God or believe the Bible until the white man has to tell it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So now with us, because everything is discredited, the hell with what the white man talking about. He been destroying us for years. So all the destroying he doing, what they try to do to give them credit is sprinkle a little bit of truth in there. You feel me? They been knew Christ was black.
Yeah.
They been knew that.
Yeah.
But why they not teaching us that? Right? So that's my only point.
All right, so we're going to show you what he looked like, right? Go ahead, read that, just so you can get it out the word, then you know. Go ahead, read.
Revelations 1 verse 14.
Uh-huh.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Christ, right? This is the revelation of Jesus Christ. The hair on his head and the hair on his face was white and woolly. Right in front of y'all, who got white and woolly hair on their face? You see what I'm saying? So just come back to it. That's just the description of him. Read.
As white as snow.
White as snow. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire because what? What was Christ's first miracle? I'm coming to you first. You ain't on the spot. It's just gonna see, because I know them wheels turning over there. I know you got it in you. Said what?
I don't know. Was it the?
He turned water to what?
Oh, wine.
He turned water to wine because why? Christ drank wine in moderation, right? He didn't drink to get drunk.
So it's cool to drink.
It's cool to drink. It's cool to drink, and we can get into that. But it's cool to drink in moderation, lawfully, legally. Okay? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. So look, I know y'all got the Crocs on. If y'all took your socks off right now, it's cold, so I know y'all not gonna do it. But if you took your socks off, your feet are the same color as what? The rest of your what?
Body.
Right. So his feet were like fine brass. That kind of like that copper you was talking about, right? A derivative of brown. Read.
As if they burn in a furnace.
If you burn anything, what color does it turn?
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
Black. Sweats, pants black, hoodie black, black. Camera black. That's the period. There's no disputing that, right? That is the color of Christ. So, let's see what his father looked like. Go ahead and read what you got.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
So we're just going over it. The Ancient of Days. That's the Most High God. He's the Ancient of Days. Ain't nothing before him. You know what I'm saying? He's the most ancient. And guess what it said he did? Read that again from the top to make sure y'all caught it.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
What was the Ancient of Days doing?
They were sitting.
He was sitting.
Yeah.
In order to sit, what do you have to have?
Chair.
You gotta have a chair. He's on the throne. So yeah. What else do you gotta have? As a person, what do you gotta have to sit? Strength. Yep. You gotta have a body. You gotta have a body. Yeah. Facts. Because guess what? Now this ain't our type of body. This ain't this body, so we get it straight. This the Ancient of Days we talking about, right? But he got a what? He got a body. Because we're what? Made in his image. You see what I'm saying? So, this is the body we want to try to get back to. But go ahead, read, finish that out.
What does the ancient, I'm sorry. What does the Ancient of Days mean?
I don't know.
The Ancient of Days. This is the God of heaven and earth. Meaning, no, he's before days were created and before time was created.
Of course, he created heaven and earth, right?
But this is a black man we're talking about.
Right.
The greatest man. This is why they're trying to hide who we are, because this is where we come from.
That's right.
We was created in his image.
Watch this. This is the Roget's International Thesauruses, all right? The definition of Negro. Negro, colored person, black, blackamoor, Jim Crow slang U.S., darky, Sambo, ebony, the image of God. The black man is the image of God. We look like God. God is black. Christ is black. But they done all this, so we don't know who the hell we are. So we running around thinking we niggas and bitches. You know what I'm saying? Thinking we the scum of the earth, the bottom. That's what it's come to. Guess when black people pick up guns and drugs, right? Who do they use the guns on? Who do they sell the drugs to? Each other. They not selling drugs to people that don't look like them. The majority of the people they selling drugs to, the majority of the people they killing, robbing, they brothers, they sisters. The majority of the sisters that they prostituting, you know what I'm saying, look just like them. Look like their mother, their auntie, their daughters, their sister. We all jacked up, but not knowing that we really God's chosen people, and we got to do better. We got to start applying God's commandment in our lives.
Right.
That's the solution. That's the root.
But how we come up out of it? Still never answered the question.
Yeah, I just told you. I just gave you an answer.
Give it to him again.
I get it, but like.
Watch this. Give me an example. Give me watch this first and foremost. Hosea 4:1. Watch this. Watch this. So watch this. Well, I'm gonna show you. God got a problem with us. Period. Point blank. Right? Hosea 4:1 and then Amos 3 and 1. Hurry up. Come on. Watch this.
Hosea 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
He said, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, open up your ears and listen up. Come on.
For the Lord hath a controversy.
He got a what?
A controversy.
God said he got a problem with you. Stand up, listen, because I got a problem with you. I'm about to tell you about yourself. That's what God's saying. Come on.
with the inhabitants of the land.
All you niggas living in the land, I got a problem with how you living. This God talking. Read.
Because.
Be what?
Because.
Because now I'm gonna tell you the reason I got a problem with you. Come on.
There is no truth.
You niggas is lying to each other. You out here lying to each other. Come on.
Nor mercy.
You niggas ain't having no mercy on each other. Brother, step on your shoe, you ready to kill this man. Come on.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
And you ain't got no real knowledge of God in the land. We talking about we on demon time. That's our people. What we talking, we on demon time. Ain't no knowledge of God in the land. We ain't thinking about no God no more. Come on.
But by swearing.
We swear, nigga, on my mama. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga, on my mama, nigga. Nigga, on God, nigga. That's how we talking. That's how we moving. He said there ain't no knowledge of God in the land. We ain't having no mercy. We swearing. Come on.
And lying.
Come on.
And killing.
And we killing each other. We out here toting pistols, 40 cows, what they call the little thing with the switches in the, man, we, you know what I'm saying? We jacking our people up. We toe up, you know what I'm saying? We doing it to ourselves, come on.
And stealing.
And we stealing, we robbing. You go to the town, you go to Frisco, they out there bipping, come on.
And committing adultery.
And what?
Committing adultery.
What that mean?
Cheating on your spouse.
There you go.
Going outside your marriage.
There you go.
Doing before God.
Guess what? Hold on. Our people ain't even getting married. We ain't even out here getting married. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even getting married, let alone getting married, then committing adultery. Committing adultery is having sex outside of marriage as well. You know what I'm saying? When you break the law of marriage, which is you have a sex between a husband and a wife. When you having sex outside of those confines, you in the midst of adultery. You in the midst of fornication. And guess what? We got a lot of baby mamas and baby daddies out here. You understand?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is